Hi, this is Donna from Clever Crafting. Thank you for joining me here today. So today we are using our Mighty Mouse Happy Birthday Cardmakers Kit, and we are making it this gorgeous triple easel card fold. It's a lovely fun fold to make, and it's easier than what you would imagine, but the results are stunning. So it goes flat, which is terrific. You can see that we've made a matching envelope, which we'll also be showing you in this video today, and they slip in there and it goes nice and flat, so it's perfect for posting. Then of course when your recipient gets it, they can stand it up, and what a lovely way to display the card. Alright, so we're going to start with a standard A6 card base. We're going to have 3 pieces of pattern paper. The pattern paper's in the kit, and it's 10 centimeters wide by 4.5 centimeters tall. We've got a little greeting here, so I've used the happy birthday from the stamp and die set that also comes in the kit, and I've just used it on some scrap paper and my oval nesting dies. Now you can see that I've already stamped and coloured in a couple of the mice, and we will be using those and those little bits of ephemera that come in the kit. So these 2 mice I've actually glued together. I've got a second piece of cardstock behind the one that I've stamped and coloured, so I just thought I would put this one together to show you. So this is just a scrap piece of cardstock. I've just used the die to cut it. This is to give me a little bit more stability for my pieces and to raise them up, give them a tiny bit of dimension on my card front. So just make sure when you're doing this that you line it up beautifully and they're ready to go. So while I've got my Smart Art glue out, I'm just going to glue my 2 pieces of my greeting together, and they're ready to go on my card as well. So let's start with our card. As I mentioned, this is a standard A6 card, which is for the front it's 14.8 centimeters tall and it's 10.5 centimeters wide. Now I'm sorry you can't see the top of my paper trimmer here, but I'm actually measured that out at 5 centimeters from one edge. I'm going to turn it around and use 5 centimeters from the other edge, and I'm just cutting to the center fold. I'm not cutting beyond it or over, I'm just cutting to the center fold. Now as I mentioned, this is actually 14.8 centimeters tall, which means that the middle one is just a couple of mils smaller, which is fine. Now we are going to score each one of these pieces from the upper left to the lower right corner of each piece. So the upper left to the lower right, it's important that we score that the correct way. I'm just using my scoring tool on my paper trimmer now to do that. So, and then I'll give that little fold so you can see which way it folds, like so, before we go any further. Alright, I will now score those other 2. I won't bore you with watching me do that again. Just remember it's from the upper left to the lower right. And now I've got, this is the inside from the inside of the card, and I am folding those. So the bottom edge of each one of these little legs, not eggs, of these little legs will be folded in. So it's a mountain fold. And you can see that I'm also burnishing them to really reinforce that fold. Now when we've done that, can you notice here that that's kind of floating a little bit? So I'm going to reinforce the fold on my card. So I do that by folding it, burnishing it that way with my bone folder. I'm going to flip it inside out and I'm going to burnish it again. Then I'm going to fold it back the correct way and burnish it again. So now when I go to stand up each one of my little easels, they will in actual fact hit the card base. We will be adding something extra to make them more secure a little later in the video. So now I've got my 3 pattern pieces, and we are going to cut these the same way from the upper left to the lower right, remembering that each one of these is 10 centimeters wide by 4 centimeters tall. So I am going to slip that in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to give that a little bit of a cut in half. I'm going to do the same for all 3 of those pieces. So I will speed that up so you can see me cutting them. Of course, you can do this in a paper trimmer. A normal paper, like the paper trimmer I used a moment ago. I just like to use my guillotine style, my Tim Holtz one here. I find it easier for this type of cutting. All right, so there's all of our pieces. I'm going to glue these on, and you can see that because of the size that we cut them, if we cut them that size, this will give us a nice little white border around each one of these pieces. So each one of these individual triangular pieces will in actual fact have a little white border around it. So all you're going to do is stick these into place using those folds as a guide on your card front. And if you're using something that's one directional, which is what I'm doing here, make sure that you match up the pieces. But you don't even have to have the same pattern paper if you don't want to on each one of these legs. You can have different pattern paper on each one. It is totally up to you. So I'm just popping that into position, moving that around till it is. And you can see now I've got all 3 done. So now I'm going to attach my mice. So we've just got to be careful where we attach them. You can see with that taller one, we can't put a taller one at the top because you can't have it going over the top of the card, otherwise it will not go in our envelope. But I've got that little mouse that'll go up there beautifully, and that's how I'm going to position my mice, and my greeting is going to go right there. Okay, so you've just got to be careful also that you only glue to the bottom of the mouse, because you want to make sure that you only glue it to the lower edge of each one of those legs. You don't want it to glue over the fold or at the top of the fold, because otherwise it won't give you that nice effect when it stands up. Okay, so I've done that with all 3 of those, and now I did just keep in the video me attaching my greeting. So you can see that when I've turned it over to check, there's a bit of glue at the top of that come over. You've got to be really careful that that's not the case, because otherwise it will stick to the top and it won't work properly. And then I think I've left in, did I? Oh yeah, I did. It was a little bit crooked. So once again, the advantage of glue is it does give you the opportunity to straighten things up. All right, so that's looking pretty good. We just need to now add our little stoppers. So this is what we're using these little cupcakes for. I'm going to use some old cereal box here. So these little cupcakes are in actual fact also in the kit. They're part of the ephemera pack. I'm just using the cereal box. I'm cutting them into small pieces to stick on the back. You can use foam tape if you like. I tend not to use foam tape as much anymore because I find it quite unforgiving. I like to use old cardboard. It's also cheaper as well. And in this case, it's the perfect height because we don't want it too tall inside our card. So now that I've put that on the back of all 3 of those, that little bit of cardboard, I am just going to glue these into place in my card so it holds each one of my easels up. So I've just kind of lined them up. I didn't, try to be precise with it. I was just eyeballed it, really. Doesn't matter, they don't have to be perfect. And it looks as cute as a button. I just think that this has come up really well. I'm very pleased with this card. So, and you can see once again, as we showed you at the beginning, that it does go flat. Now to make the envelope, I used some of my scrap. There was a piece that was 10 centimeters long. I cut that into 3 pieces. So that's what 3.3 centimeters each. And I've cut them diagonally. I'm just doing this because I decided I'm going to put that on the back of my envelope to kind of replicate what my card looks like. You can see I've done that on the side there. Of course, you can decorate your envelope however you like. I like to use up some of my scraps, and I think it's also nice. I often give my cards away as a gift. It's nice to have a matching envelope. So there are the 2 of them. You can see I just stamped the little mouse on. As I showed you earlier, it just goes straight into the envelope and it stays nice and flat. So, and there we are. What a lovely way to put together a card. So I still have some of these kits available at the time of making this. So if you're interested, you can just follow the link below. I'd love you to come and have a look at our Facebook group, which is also in the description, a link in the description. If you enjoyed yourself and learned something today, I'd love to get a thumbs up. And until next time, stay safe and happy crafting.